Hello, and this is Mr. Smith in a fancy sports coat reporting on a couple of important articles this week. First one, we're going to get to you live. Mr. Smith is in front of Vaughn's grocery store telling us about why wasting food is really important not to do, especially during this holiday season. Mr. Smith, out to you.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. We're here live in front of Vaughn's during this Thanksgiving week. It's an important day that we come, get the supplies in order to have what's going to hopefully be a wonderful feast with our family. However, we do need to think about the fact that a lot of food is wasted. Lots and lots of food. According to the UN report in March 2021, over 1 billion tons of food are wasted every year. That's right, 1 billion tons of food. That equals 267 pounds per person in the entire world. That, on average, they waste 267 pounds. Crazy to think of. 27% of that is food that's bought from grocery stores such as these. However, 61% of the food that is wasted is thrown away at home. So make sure that food at home you are saving, using for leftovers, not just tossing away, especially during this time where we should be thankful for what we do have. We should be more mindful that we don't waste what we do have. This is something that's also being affected by global warming and the fact that crops and produce and things that we grow, food that we create, is being affected by climate changing, meaning it doesn't last as long as it normally does. It's not as fresh as long, meaning that it needs to be bought and sold and eaten at a quicker pace so that it doesn't go bad. Scientists are researching as to how they can maybe affect the produce of these vegetables and other food. We're hopeful that we can do our part to hopefully reduce the waste that's going on. And with that, this is Mr. Smith reporting. Make sure you eat those seconds, thirds, and even fourth helpings this Thanksgiving. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks on that report, Mr. Smith. I'll be sure to have at least 5 helpings this Thanksgiving. Anyways, what's this? We have an important update. There's been word that a female has broken a record in high school history here in California. We're going to report live to, I believe it's Mr. Smith in a completely different shirt. Mr. Smith, out to you.
Thanks, Mr. Smith. This is Mr. Smith in a clearly different shirt here, reporting from Grossmont High School. Whoa, I better get to class. Just kidding. This is actually where Mr. Smith went to high school, but false alarm. Those are just the bells. We're here on the football campus because we're here to talk about an inspirational story, as you may have heard, about Eden Ricketts, someone who scored the very first point as a female in Yucca Valley High in California. Something that actually hasn't been done here at Grossmont. It's something very inspirational. Others, girls around the world are seeing her story and realizing, hey, I could do anything that boys can do, especially kick a football. Very inspirational. Hopefully girls here at Grossmont might be on this football field someday kicking field goals just like her. I'm hopeful it'll be inspiration. Maybe some people in my class, some girls in my class, even some boys, it's inspirational. Hey, I could work hard and I could do it too. On top of that, we did have a quote from Eden Ricketts regarding her signing up for the high school football team. When she first told her parents, she said they were scared. But then when I told them how confident I was in my abilities, I convinced them that even though I'd be on the football field, I'd be safe, and my teammates would be protected. So it's good to know that she was able to not only bring about the spirits of what girls can do, but also have the support of her teammates and her high school. This is Mr. Smith reporting from Grossmont High. Back to you, Mr. Smith.
Wow, that is some truly inspirational stuff. Well, that's it for the news this time for Mr. Smith. This is Mr. Smith in a fancy sports coat saying goodbye, good night, and more importantly, yee!